Yes. Nailed it.
Nathan, it's so good to see you.
Thank you. Listen, you and I go back a long way. And I think it's time you were honest with me. I have a question for you. What is the correct pronunciation of your last name?
What do you think it is?
I know what you tell the public, but I want to know what the real story is.
It's Osceola.
That's what you tell everybody. Is that for real, though? That's what we all know. Is there like a cultural, actually, the way my mom pronounces it is?
Osceola.
Okay. So that's what you're sticking with. All right. Maybe next year you'll open up.
How are you?
Good. You?
Good. I saw your pilot last night.
What'd you think?
I really liked it.
Did you really?
You did a lot of running in it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a second.
I did. I did.
First of all, you look great.
Thank you. You're very kind. As do you.
Not that you didn't look good before, but you look great.
Keep talking.
Like, really trim and just tight. Like, everything looks good.
The haircut was 5 pounds alone.
Did you have to get into a certain physical shape for this role?
No one demanded it or anything. I just, I felt it was, I had some time on my hands with which to, pursue some health goals.
It was successful.
Thank you. Thank you. But running is still like super duper hard. If I can help it, I'll make someone else do it instead of me.
There's a lot of action in it. It's a very physical role for you.
Yeah.
It's also a 1-hour drama series, which you just like got off of 8 years of doing it. I was kind of surprised that you so quickly went back into another one. You know the grind. You know how much work it is. What was it about this project you're like, it's worth it? The
people that are involved. I mean, I actually signed on to this project before the script was even written. It's Alexi Howley from that I knew from Castle. Mm-hmm. He started with us. He left. He came back to run a show with us. Mark Gordon, whose success can't be denied, and just basically they created for me a fantastic position to be in. One of those things where you just, why would you say no? Mm-hmm. I do love this job, and the way it's been unfolding has been phenomenal. Not in the least. The casting, we managed to get everybody we wanted. We kind of beat everybody to the punch in casting the pilot. We started a couple months early.
Yeah, I know you were like off cycle.
Exactly.
That's the lingo for industry lingo.
Thank you.
We understand it.
Keep informing me. I'm learning every day. But we've been very fortunate. So I'm really excited to see how smoothly this runs.
What was it about this character that appealed to you? Because he's very different than Rick Castle.
Oh, absolutely. You know what? I really enjoy, because this is the new cultural norm. When I was growing up, I feel like people stayed married, and now divorce is the norm. And now men my age, their life changes entirely. They're no longer needed as a father figure. They're no longer needed as a breadwinner. Careers sometimes stop or halt, and they're left without a job to do. So men start over. They start new families. They start new jobs. They start new careers. This is something that people are doing now. Mm-hmm. A second go at life, and that's what Nolan is all about.
There are a lot of jokes about your age in the pilot. You're not that old.
Thank you.
I was watching it thinking, he's a producer on this show, and he's letting them call him old and laugh about it.
Yeah.
Put an end to that. We're roughly the same age.
So, and that's an excellent point. And I learned a long time ago, it's really hard to make people laugh. It's very easy to let people laugh at you. That's a lot easier to do. So, getting kicked around, I think it's very satisfying to watch, because you can watch it from a safe perspective, but I'm glad that's not me. Mm-hmm. And admittedly, in the past, I was like, oh man, I'm going to be the old guy around. And I kind of, but I actually had a bit of an epiphany this weekend of, I had a total flip. It's like, yeah, you're damn right. You're damn right. I can list off 20 mistakes I can see everybody making that I won't make anymore, because I've lived through this, guys. I can tell you how that's going to end. Now I'm that guy.
You're that guy.
Yeah, I have wisdom.
The show also, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a romantic element.
Yes.
To it. But again, it's very different than what was on Castle.
Yes.
It's unrequited, but there's a twist, and it's very different. The setup is very different. Was that important to you? Because everybody loves romance, and the couples and all that stuff. Was it important to you to not have sort of too close a setup to Kate and Rick?
Yeah, certainly you don't want to we were very successful in what we did. We're not looking to try to repeat anything. We're just looking for the right elements, and the romance angle that you're talking about, I think, reflects very well with this. Like I said, this new cultural norm we have of starting over. This is what people do now.
Mm-hmm. How was the Dr. Horrible reunion?
Ah, man. I've said this a couple times. I would hate to walk around Comic-Con and not see anybody dressed as Captain Hammer or Dr. Horrible or Malcolm Reynolds. I would just hate to be still so in love with those projects and the characters and the actors that played those roles and be forgotten. I would hate that. That people are still jazzed about these things, that they're still moved by them.
Mm-hmm.
I can handle that.
You did a Firefly homage on American Housewife.
I sure did.
How did that come about?
The fellows over at American Housewife were the same guys on Two Guys and a Girl. They gave me my first kind of big primetime gig. Quite frankly, I love them, and I owe them. I really do. That job came at the right time for a young guy in Los Angeles just trying to make his way. So they gave me an opportunity to come in and lampoon myself a little bit and revive that character a little bit, and it was a lot of fun.